GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps. The cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful, cool, and groovy edition of the Otter's Den with your hosts, Keith and Joni. I got it right.
I got it. Forget it.
I got it right.
It's too much. What's going on?
There. Oh my God. There is so much going on.
I know.
It's crazy.
I got an answer for it.
I know.
But here's the thing. It's a little bit crazy. Okay? Give it till about October, because I've looked at August. Not slowing down. September's eclipse season. So that's always a little bit rocky. So I haven't really looked. I'll be honest. I haven't looked at October. I made that up. I'm just saying. I just said October just to give you peace of mind.
Your camera froze for a second.
Mine did?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's me, because I've got, oh crap, wait. I'm hitting buttons. Wait, it's me. Oop. I got to quit hitting buttons. But It's just a
Odell,
little
how
goofy.
you doing, brother?
It's goofy. I get
I'm
it.
goofy.
Well, here's the thing. What's happening now is all of Saturn and Neptune. This is all Saturn Neptune. Okay. This now think about this. I'm going to blow your mind. Saturn and Neptune meet. I know. Saturn and Neptune come together about every 34, 36 years. Okay? It's not unusual. They are at 0 degrees of Aries. When was the last time they've done that? We don't know. To even back to thousands of years before Christ. We don't know. Now, how many times have these groups did what we call a sextile to Pluto and a sextile to Uranus? Never, never in recorded history. So, never.
This is all
So,
new.
So if you think, if an astrologer's saying, oh, the world's going to cave in, people are going to, we don't know because we have, okay, we can look at the characteristics that they're putting in and what they can do. We don't freaking know. They don't know. So you can't listen to them. We're as blind as people that don't study astrology.
We get to learn from this. This is
well, we have to record it.
This is okay. This is happening. Here's your base level on what this is going to cause, and then we need to record it for the future.
Yeah, astrologers really, and they will. I mean, because
I hear you, Michelle. I do. I'm used to going through this stuff, Michelle. I'm used to all of the chaos, and yesterday was rough on me mentally and spiritually. Saturday, I had a good day. I got a lot accomplished. I was in a good mood. And yesterday, I could not get up. I couldn't get up to save my life to get anything done. And so I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll sit. I'll rest. I'll heal. I'll use the day to heal.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, too, Uranus has been in Taurus for 8 years. Uranus is the planet of lightning, of quick change, of chaos, of breakthroughs. So if you're stuck and you're like, God, I can't move. I'm stuck in this relationship. Uranus likes chaos. In Taurus, for the past 7 or 8 years, Taurus doesn't like change. Taurus doesn't move quickly. Guess where Uranus is? It's now in Gemini. Gemini is fast. It's chatty. It speeds up.
Talk. I went to Walmart, and 45 minutes later, you finally found out they bought a campfire.
Right. And right now, with Neptune going into retrograde, Saturn going into retrograde, they are together. You cannot believe anything you hear right now. I'm telling you right now, people are talking out of their rear ends.
Unless they can put the proof in front of you.
That's right.
Then pay attention to it.
I don't listen to anything.
Take it with a grain of salt. Do your homework.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was talking to my friend today about. He's like, Maxwell's going to get in front of Congress and testify. No. I go, no, she's not. Why would she? Her case is up on appeal. You can't do that. Her attorney,
she's up for appeal. The black book is sealed. It's not going to happen. Sealed. And okay, speaking of this, people, I talked about this a while back. I'm going to talk about it again real quick here, and then we'll get to your question, Hallie. Okay, with the Epstein case,
sick of it.
They did it incorrectly. Okay, that's why Bongino and the other guy, blanking out on the name, are so upset. Okay,
we think we don't know.
That's what I'm getting to. Okay, there's evidence out there, but they may have found something that they can't put out yet because it leads to something else.
It may lead to drugs.
Right.
It may lead to money laundering. It may lead to weapon smuggling. We don't know. Plus, if
That's
there is
right.
a list, there may be names on that list of people who were associated with this man
That just got
who
a
had
grant.
nothing to do with the
Nothing to do
nasty
with it.
stuff. And they got to protect those people. They need to protect the victims.
Right.
So we just need to be patient. Okay. Give us some time.
Yep.
Give us some time. Plus, there's okay, here's all this. Look at this. Look at this. But what are we doing over here? Okay. And it's a good thing this time. Just saying, wait for it. Now let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Saturn in retrograde is the clamp down. Like I said, when Saturn leaves the 5th house and goes into the 4th house, which will be, God, let me tell you, September the 1st. Okay, so I mean this page right here is just Saturn Neptune right here. Look, that's just one. That's just one little thing going on, and there's like
That's
6.
a lot of stuff. It's too much
It's a
stuff.
lot, but well, September the 1st, Saturn hits Pisces in the 4th house of America's chart. That's the homeland. Crack down. And I'm telling you what, and that's the force. That's the law and order. So if you see people throwing rocks at law enforcement cars, these people are going to go to jail. It's going to start now. They're not going to put up with rock throwing and shooting at them.
Attempted murder needs to be charged.
They're going to get it.
In my opinion,
it needs to be done. We do not need another summer of
no
love.
matter if it's the right people doing it or the left people doing it. If you're doing that, you need to be taken down.
You know what? With all of this stuff going on and what the planets are doing, like I said, we don't know. Astrologers don't know. And I'm just being honest because we don't know. We know what happens when Uranus went into Gemini every time we were in a war. Civil War, Revolutionary War, World War II, and World War I. When have we not been in a war? You can't determine that like that. So don't listen to, you either have fear or you have faith. Pick a side. Pick your poison.
You have fear, it's going to cause problems in your life. If you have faith, be patient. Wait for it.
Dude, I learned that fear crap with lockdown. Solomon said, cut it out.
Face everything and run.
Well, when you got planets in Aries, you're not going to get the collective to be afraid. They're going to stand up and be warriors. So all this fear mongering, they're taking people off the streets. No, they're not. No, you're falling into a trap. Cut it out.
People aren't going to be losing their benefits, okay? That is the illegals who are not even entitled to those benefits, who have been given those benefits, plus much more. Much more. Do your homework, okay?
Do your homework.
Staying in 5-star hotels, this, that, the other thing. You don't pay taxes.
3 meals a day. Education.
Which takes away from us, from our children, from our elderly that are, in homes and whatnot. It takes away from us. So they are removing those benefits from the illegals, and
that's
they
what
are
they're
shipping
doing.
the illegals home. They did not come here legally. They jumped the border. That would be like somebody walking into your home and saying, "Okay, I'm going to live here. I'm going to eat your food. You're going to pay all the bills, and I'm just going to mooch off you." You would not allow that.
Well,
let's
go up to Canada and walk across their border. Go to Mexico and walk across their border and see where it gets you. Yeah,
jail and immediate deportation. let's look at
Yeah.
Howie's question here. If we go G5/G6, our mental capacity as far as psychic ability, telekinesis, if this takes place in 2030, and even if it wasn't by human activation, I asked one thing you guys think will be.
What?
We'll be able to communicate with
I
spirit
can't
one-on-one, direct, conscious, collective, your thoughts. Okay, G5. Okay, you need a lot more cell towers because of the way the wave moves. It doesn't go as far. So you got to have a lot more cell towers. So that is affecting us a lot more because of the radiation, etc. Okay. So that is going to affect your health, your mental, etc. I have noticed at work in my parking lot when I go out for break, sometimes it's G4, sometimes it's on G5. I've got a phone that will do either. Okay. However, I have noticed that 4G is much faster than the 5G. When it's on 5G, I mean, my phone just hangs. It will not download. It takes forever to download anything. It is not, it's not as fast. It's supposed to be faster, but in my experience, it's not. Now, let's talk about 6G. You're talking 2030. 6G is already here. 6G is already here. And from what I've read on it, your phone ain't the receptor. You are. Your physical body is the receptor of 6G. Now, if your body is the receptor of 6G, what are they doing to it? 4G, 5G, that already affects us. 6G is designed specifically to affect the human body, the mental. What are they doing? Mind control, this, that, the other thing. In my opinion,
I don't believe any of it yet. Right now, I believe nothing. I believe nothing. I wouldn't believe anything until the end of the year. It's just too much. There's too much misinformation. There's too much lying. There's too much deception. No, we're in a spiritual warfare.
We are,
right
and
now.
that's kind of what I was getting at, trying to answer Howie's question. I don't know what it's going to have as a result of us connecting with spirit. It could hinder it. It could help it. It may depend on the person. I don't know. I don't know yet. But I know it could have it. In my opinion, it could have some kind of adverse effect, either positive or adverse.
I say wait until everything moves and comes back in 2026, and you will get clearer, much clearer answers. Well, and you have to remember too, we are all, a lot of us, I would say the majority of the collective is very paranoid because of the fact that all we have been given for our entire lives is lies. And you have to have trust rebuilt, but you have to have faith that trust is going to be rebuilt, because everything that we've been told has been made up or kept from us. And now we're finding that out. And that to me is betrayal. And the trust has to be put back. That's not an easy task for 80, 90, 100 million people that know what's going on.
Let me read you something real quick. What Jan just sent me that Charlie Kirk put out today from Benny Johnson's post. Just got off the phone with top federal law enforcement contacts. The change in approach to Epstein has been dramatic. Expect more disclosures. Some very powerful people inside admin are now pushing for a special counsel and a full press briefing on Epstein findings. Important to note, this drastic change happened after Charlie Kirk had a number of other powerful MAGA voices pushed back on the handling of the Epstein case this weekend at Turning Point Conference. They were met with massive roars and applause from the 7,000 gathered that could not be ignored, and shorter voices are being heard. Power to the people. Just confirmed that Dan Bongino was in the FBI office at work today and is working on something very important. So he's still at work. Dan was in a positive mood. That's a good thing. after further internal movement toward Epstein disclosures and transparency. So they're working at something. And even Trump put out a post yesterday, that, hey, there is stuff. We just get things
I
taken
know.
care of.
Well, that's what, yeah. I mean, go to you go. I always listen to the really good
Thank you.
constitutional scholars like John Solomon, Just the News.
Hey, Chris.
Go listen to the attorneys, and don't rely on creators to give you the facts, because they don't know legalities. They don't know the legal field. John Solomon will give you exactly bam, bam, bam. And it's like he said, without the soap opera drama, because it's just not worth it. Listening to all that carrying on, it's stupid.
The negative, there's so much negativity out there. Everybody's so pissed off about not getting the list. They can't see the forest through the trees.
They don't even know if there is a
There
list.
may be, there may not be.
Nobody even knows that.
That's neither here nor there.
We've seen the flight logs.
What people need to understand in this instance is they are so pissed off. They are paying so much attention to the negativity that is what they're dropping themselves into. Okay, they're lowering their vibration. When you do that, that lowers the collective's vibration, which gives the other side, the deep state, an advantage. Now, they know what they're doing, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. About astrology, about timeline changes, about this, about that, about mass meditations. They know. Okay, if you take 1,000 people and put them in a big room and you all have them meditate at the same time for peace, they did this. The crime rate across the globe dropped.
It will.
And then when they stopped, it raised back up. That is an actual experiment they did. They tracked the crime records. It's a fact that happened. So if we try to stay on a positive note about this,
don't get sucked in. Just have faith. You've got to have faith that things are working out, and they are. I mean, just like 2 weeks ago, when I looked at, remember when I said, and I was really shocked, and I had to do research, because I said to you, our economy is roaring. I had no idea that last weekend, for the first time in 20 years, the U.S. actually took in plus money.
What, 27 billion?
Yes.
On the positive.
First time in 20
on
years.
The positive.
On
they
the
brought
positive.
in over 100 billion on tariffs. I have noticed prices actually going down. For if I was running late for work and I didn't have time to eat breakfast, I'd stop at Casey's, grab a croissant and a hash brown. It was $5.55. Numbers. Now it's $5.05.
See, I mean, our gas is we're down to $2.69.
Gas is down. Food's starting to go down. Just patience. You know, we're in the first half of the year of him taking over, and he has got the left fighting him tooth and nail, the deep state fighting him tooth and nail on everything he is trying to do for us. Not to us, for us.
Well, if you look at it as a global situation, because it's not just America, it's global. This is a global thing. It's not America, it's global. This is it's all there. You just can't get sucked into the Neptune stuff.
Yes, Jan. The timeline thing, I have noticed it huge. That's the. Let me get my words. Hang on. Let me get my words together. Sometimes a TBI, it takes me a minute to get it from here down to here. it was either Friday or Saturday night. I had that soul shard return. Okay, so that could be part of this. But the next day is when Bondi said, okay, there's nothing. And Trump started saying, okay, let's just leave this alone. It's like that. That was a major, huge timeline change for me, at least on a personal level. I did notice some physical things that had changed also. So we need to pay attention to that, because if one side changes the timeline, the other side may need to return it, or the universe will. So let's just give it some patience and see what happens. Because that's what happened when he got elected. The universe corrected a timeline, and that was a big one. That was a big one. You can notice physical things, buildings that were never there. There's a building, or buildings that were a booming business yesterday are now decrepit and ready to fall in on itself. You're driving down the same road you've driven to work on every day. There was never a lake on your right side, and all of a sudden, guess what? This morning, there's a lake over there. And it's not new. They didn't just dig it. It's got weeds growing all the way to the banks and everything, and trees, and there's a pond there.
It's crazy. And you have to remember that when we have every outer planet involved, it affects the collective. Yes. It's not just, oh, my love life or my job. This is the world as a collective. This is gigantic. Like I said, stuff we don't know.
It's a thing, Jan. It is.
Yeah.
Hey, Susan, thank you.
It's just, you just got to roll with this because.
Hey, Della, how you doing? Hugs.
Saturn, Neptune are going to be with us. Let me see. Okay, listen to this date. Okay, they're the closest now. No, that magic triangle's the closest, but Saturn, Neptune become exact. Okay, closest July 5th, August 6th. Then they become exact 2/20/26. That's exact on, and then they're together until April of 28. So that's a lot. And that's just two planets going on. At the same time, they're going to be sextiling Uranus and Pluto. So, like I said, never before in history have we seen this. And we can go back to BC times. Because I've played around with Jesus's natal chart to see when I thought he was born. We can go back and do that. We've got that capability.
Yeah, because the stones at Göbekli Tepe, it's hard for me to say. They show the constellations. Okay, they're chiseled. There's a scorpion chiseled here. This chiseled here, this chiseled here. It's the constellations. And the way everything's arranged and aligned points up there. But it points up to a time 12,500 years ago. They can put all of that into a computer model and see, okay, when were the stars right there? 12,500 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how they know how old that is, because that's when it pointed to all of those constellations in that exact alignment at that time. It doesn't match now, but it did match 12,500, 600 years ago.
And you got to remember too, we're a little bit at the age of Aquarius. Not only are we getting all of this planet action going on, and then we have just the regular everyday movement of the planets, like what Mars and Venus and Mercury are doing. So even when we have the planets doing nothing, we can have some big things happening. Now we've got all this ginormous stuff going on that this is, August is going to be it, man. I'm telling you what, August is
and yes, folks, your favorite planet is starting to go retrograde. We're in the 2-week pre-shadow of
Mercury. Oh, that's not. I mean, and that's nothing
know,
now,
no,
is it?
but
Now it's like, what? Who?
everybody
Well,
freaks out when Mercury goes into retrograde.
for now they should be used to all
It
this
is
crap.
a good thing. And with everything else going on, this may be very minor, but you still need to pay attention to what Mercury is showing you, what it's bringing up inside you, thought wise, emotion wise. Didn't mean to do that, but
Right.
because these planets they attempt to help us grow physically, emotionally, because it shows you what you refuse to look at. Here, this happened when you were 6 years old. You might want to take a peek at that and admit that it happened, figure out why it happened, figure out how you felt when it happened, figure out why you felt that when it happened, what could have been done differently, what did you learn from it, and then that happened, you assigned an emotion to it. Once you figure it out, you can remove that emotion. You can still have the memory. Here it is. You can have physical pictures of it.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you remove the emotion from that thought, that memory, and you give it back to spirit, thank you for that lesson. I don't need that particular emotion anymore. Then the next time it comes up, because they're layers of an onion, it's not going to be as bad. Okay. Let's look at this.
Right.
If you do your homework, if you do your shadow work, it gets easier over time. Do I still have days where I'm an emotional mess? Absolutely. But with what I went through yesterday, if I'd have went through that 10 years ago, oh my God. I have learned so much on how to handle things differently. It just takes time, and everybody's different on how they need to handle things.
Yeah. This is going to be going on for quite a while.
Mars is included. All of the outer planets are changing signs this year. Every one of them. What are there, 5?
Yeah.
Are there 5? 6.
6. Counting Pluto.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. We'll count Pluto. And now most of them are going into retrograde. So we got 4 at the end of the month.
So a couple of them are kind of spinning back into their previous sign, and then they're going to be going back into the sign of the future. And which one's at 0 degrees?
Right now on the full moon, almost every outer is at 0, between 0 and 2 degrees, which is the creator degree. New world.
It's going to be growing some new things. We're going to have some changes.
Yep.
Hey, Irene, stay safe. I saw your comment there. Those typhoons ain't nothing to mess with. You stay safe, okay?
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah. Careful with that.
Well, it's just we knew this was coming. I didn't know it was. I think it's edgy. It puts people on edge too. And it's just the unknown.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, that right there, Jan. We
much faster.
We are actually spinning faster. The Earth is spinning faster. Then we just had an ocean current change. From what I've been reading, I haven't seen physical proof of it. But when ocean currents change, that changes how heat is distributed throughout the planet. How it heats, how it cools, what nutrients get to go to what part of the ocean. So if that happened, it could be a good thing, or it could be a not so good thing. But
it's what happened is the guy that I watched, the physio scientist that does the solar weather, the cool guy. He said, look at this sunspot. It just turned and now it's facing Earth. And look at this. It's in the shape of a
Yeah, I saw that
dragon.
today.
And I'm like, crap, that's the lunar nodes. Dragon's head, dragon's tail. So it's like, well, they're getting triggered. And so you can see it's
Earthquakes. Yes, flooding, volcanoes. We have natural disasters happening all over the world. There's a volcano about a mile down off the Oregon coast that is ready to, I'll say, blow, but it's done that before with no damage to anybody on land. It's got a very large caldera. If you don't know what that is the mound where the magma is being pushed up. Okay, it's underwater. It pushes out. It's having all kinds of earthquakes with it. Earthquakes relieve pressure. Okay, so a lot of little earthquakes are much better than one big one. Because
we'll take little ones,
those plates
right?
on those faults, they're either sliding across each other this way, or this way. Okay, so say it gets stuck, then you get boom. But if you have a lot of little ones, it's not so damaging. So a lot of little quakes are much better than no quakes, and then boom. Yellowstone has been having extra geyser activity.
I know.
That means that the magma is getting a little closer to the top. Yellowstone is a super volcano. If you don't know what that is, look that up. That is a very big boom. If Yellowstone blows, we're fucked. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm in the right.
I don't think it will. Like you said, there's a lot of little. And you know what's funny is when Uranus was in Taurus, it would move, and it would build and build and build. Now, if Uranus is in Gemini, it's moving fast and quick, and it's happy. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It's not building like it was in Taurus.
And Lisa brings up a good point. Mother Nature is cleansing white sage. That would be the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon currently has 2 huge fires. One is called the white sage fire, and what do we use white sage for? To cleanse. And the other one is called the Dragon Sun fire.
Oh, Dragon's Blood.
No. I think they literally called it Dragon Sun. And then you brought up that thing about the sunspot being
Oh, the sunspot. Yeah, it was a dragon. It was in the shape of a dragon. The sunspot looked like a dragon.
I'm getting back on my TikTok here because she sent it. Dating. Shh. No dating.
The natural events are crazy. But you got, look at they're all at high degrees. Neptune, high degree. Uranus.
Yeah, Dragon Sun, I think.
0. I mean,
she just verified.
It's crazy. Wine and chocolates.
What we got to remember is no matter what humanity does to it, the earth and nature will heal itself. Okay?
That's right.
Somehow, some way. Look at the jungles of South America. It's rainforest. Okay, you fly over it, that is all you can see is rainforest. It took over everything. But when you fly over that with LiDAR, it shows all of the buildings that are still down there that nature took over.
So cool. Isn't that cool?
And now they have a different kind of radar. I can't remember the name of it, but it uses it's from a satellite, and it uses minute vibrations to see underground. Not only does the main pyramid, the Khafre pyramid, have those spirals and the blocks going down. All of them do. And they have found other structures with tunnels leading to everything. This is an entire huge structure, miles underground.
Isn't that cool?
In the middle of a desert. However, when it was made, that wasn't a desert. That was a thriving, fertile landscape. There's water damage on the Sphinx. Flooding. Water. Okay. Things were not as they are back then. Everything's changed.
And there's no going back. There's no going back. So it's, the good thing about all this change is that it is the outer planet movement. We do know this. It's very harmonious. It's very harmonious. So change is uncomfortable. Change is, well, we've never done this before. Well, change is good. So you just got to have faith.
People freaking out over asking a branch to touch them, and then when it does, they freak out. A branch of a tree, or do you mean a spirit?
Oh,
but yeah, if you're on a paranormal investigation and you ask the spirit to touch you, and then it does, yeah, a lot of people freak out, especially the first time. And what a lot of people don't understand is a spirit just touching you like that. Okay. Next morning you wake up and there's a scratch or there's a burn. Okay. That is energy exchange. They are on this plane. We are on this plane. They may not have purposely scratched you. You asked me to touch you, so I touched you. That's an energy exchange.
Yeah. It's just an interesting time.
Yes.
Interesting time. Interesting
Speaking
time.
of trees, I will be sitting on my front porch. I'll be sitting in my backyard, and I'm watching the trees. I'm listening to the birds. I'm just zenning out, and I'll be staring at the trees. Wind's not blowing, and all of a sudden, one leaf will just start doing this.
Isn't that neat?
I'll wave at it, and then it stops. Hello. It's really kind of cool.
Yep. That's
and
neat.
The Fae like to live in trees, in bushes.
It's neat. I have been watching Iran's chart for a while, and it shows a revolution. And today, a lot of people are getting pow-powed over there. We're not getting a lot of film videos and stuff, but we need to say a prayer for those people because they are rising up and they're getting pow-powed.
The people of Iran, from what I understand, okay, my opinion, they want change. They
do.
They were, back in the 80s, they were like us. They dressed like us.
Yeah, they did.
We were their ally. They loved the American culture. Okay. And then there was a regime change.
Wonder who did that?
CIA. Just saying.
Yeah.
There's proof of it. They've admitted to it.
Just saying.
Then all of a sudden, no, you got to dress this way. Women can't show their face. Women aren't allowed to do this. Women are property. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hello, super Muslim nation. Okay. They have lived under this rule for a long time, and they are tired of it. They want out. They want freedom. They want freedom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
They don't have the freedom we have.
Mm-mm.
They can't even wear what they want to wear. They have to wear this clothes. Otherwise, you're going to jail. You're getting raped. You're getting beaten, killed, whatever.
Stoned.
And sometimes that ain't so bad.
Well, with rocks.
I was making giggles.
But we need to pray for them.
Yeah.
We need to help. Yeah.
I didn't. Jan, I did not hear that. Did it happen today?
Yeah. Pretty much said if you don't straighten up, we're going to throw more sanctions on you.
Well, there have been Red Seas, and it has rained frogs. Just saying. But you think a hurricane comes through, it picks everything up off the ground, and then it dissipates, and guess what? The fish fall down and the frogs fall down. It happens.
We have. I'll tell you what. Is it coming up? I don't even know when it's coming up. Oh, that's the full moon in August. We got a lot of upheaval coming in August, so just beware of things where you got to watch your surroundings and stuff. Summer of love, but I think with Saturn in retrograde, where it's at, summer of love is going to get clamped down on very quickly, and we're not going to see what we saw in when was the summer of love 2020.
I think, yeah, I believe so.
Was that the summer of love? It's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated within the next week. So
yeah, and that's something I can't. That's another part of this timeline change I was talking
selling them. We're selling them to NATO. We're not selling them to Ukraine. We are selling them directly to NATO, and they have to pay for them. NATO distributes them.
And I have an issue with that. I have an issue.
At least they're paying for them.
Well, true. Okay, true. But that's another part of this timeline change, because he was trying to peace. Okay, you stop bombing, just peace. Okay, and then all of a sudden, overnight, when all this other stuff changed,
let me look.
He makes this statement: "We're going to send this."
Let me look at Putin's chart.
Doesn't make sense.
I'll look at his chart. I'll look at his chart. It'll be all right. Their economy, they can't handle any more sanctions.
But he did get the UN to start paying their fair share.
NATO too.
Yes. That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to say UN.
Well, that's where he said I won't give them to them, but I'll sell them. So we'll see if they're going to buy them. He said the days of giving stuff away are over.
Yes.
We're not playing that no more. Good. We're not playing that. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Israel's leader did that too. Don't lie to Trump. Just saying.
Yeah.
Do not lie to Trump.
I think it's going to be fine. It's going to work out fine. It'll happen. If you recall, Zelensky was the one that walked out of the peace.
Yeah, he did. Actually, he got kicked out. Trump kicked him out.
Well, as he should.
Of the White House. I thought that was hilarious.
Can't stand that little money launderer.
And that's another country. You are not getting the correct information about what is going on in that country. You are not.
No.
You are getting propaganda.
That's right.
If you do your homework, you will see where laws were changed to allow propaganda again in the news.
Who did that?
I think it was Obama.
I imagine.
But they actually changed the laws because we passed.
They did.
The United States passed laws to ban propaganda. It was illegal. If you're going to report the news, hang on. You can have that motherfucker back.
They did.
Excuse my French. That hurt.
They did, but you know, his chart isn't bad.
There's a lot getting reported on out there that is not true. A lot. From media, from here, from there. We don't know what the fuck's going on out there.
Again, you got to have faith. Cannot let fear. The minute you start with fear is the minute you're in trouble. You know.
And I have faith that the information on the auto pen will come out. Jan, I think the auto pen is alive and thinks it's on its own. Well, we have the left to thank for that.
Legally, I use an auto pen on legal papers every day, and I have for 20 years. Anybody that uses any type of legal, that uses an auto pen for legal papers, like subpoenas, okay, any type of a legal paper, you have to have a trail for every single solid one.
Yeah.
You have to get an approval. You can't just say, I'm going to be sending you a bunch of stuff, just sign it and get it out.
Hey.
Every single paper that is auto penned, you get an approval. You say, is this okay?
When I was on city council, okay, I would get letters from senators. I would get letters from other representatives, okay? And they can't sign everything they send out to everybody. That's all they would be doing all day, every day, okay? So the auto pen has a purpose, but it has to be done in the correct way.
That's right.
And the boom administration, that starts with the B, that was not followed. He did not have the mental capacity, in my opinion. He didn't know that was going on. And there's more proof coming out every day.
1,600 of them in one day?
Yeah. And with the pardons.
Yeah.
He didn't exactly pardon those people. He set down a list of criteria. Okay. A list of criteria.
Right.
And the prison systems kept sending him information, so that criteria kept changing. And then one person sent out a mass email, okay, here you go. Use the auto pen. It's not how that works. That's not how that works. So, with the B, he didn't know who he was for till after it was done. And I'll say this again. I feel sorry for the man. He was used. He was abused. And do I like that side, that left side's agenda? No, I don't. But I feel sorry for the man. I really do.
Well, I agree. I agree with you on that. I don't think he knew. He didn't know.
His doctor pleaded the fifth in a hearing. When crazy. He was asked, were you actually aware of his mental capacity? The doctor pleaded the fifth.
Why?
To not incriminate himself.
I know, but you know what? What's really weird in Russia's chart, Uranus is hitting the 10th house, which would be a change of leader.
Yeah, Lisa, here's permission, because I just got punched in the nose. And after the show, we're going to have a little chat, because it's sitting outside of my boundary right now. And there's a reason why I'm wearing pink tonight. Just saying.
Oh, wearing pink.
Yeah, there's a certain club that has pink shirts.
So
this is specifically for the lurkers watching the show, not saying anything. I do see you. That's
interesting. Uranus is going to be headed into its 10th house of leadership.
Hang on one second. You see how crooked my nose is? It kind of goes off to the left. If you could hit it enough to straighten it, that would be appreciated.
Yeah.
Because it's going to save me a lot of money later on in life trying to get the damn thing straight. So if you're going to hit me in the nose, at least do me a favor and get it straight. Okay?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're just going to piss me off, and you don't want to piss me off. Because I just had a soul shard return from before I got my help and I got rid of my thing. Well, there's still a little bit of that thing left in that soul shard. And I kind of made it my bitch. I've given it a new name. And guess who's running things now? So be careful. Because who I was back then is back in here. I'm dealing with it. But I would snap a lot faster back then than I do now. So be cautious on what you send to me, what you send to my friends, what you send to my family. Do me a favor and just go look in the mirror, work on yourself. Okay? I don't want revenge on you. I want you to grow. I want you to be happy in your life. Over there. My hands are hot right now. Just do your thing over there. Grow yourself. Help your friends over there. Okay? Leave me alone. Leave my family alone. Leave my friends alone. Leave my protectors alone. My spirit animals alone. My guides alone. Because you're pissing us off. And right now, that's not a good thing. Okay? I will protect myself. I will protect my loved ones. That's a loophole. I taught you about loopholes. Just back up. Take a breath and ask yourself why you're doing this. And then look at that. Breath. Okay, sorry. Gotta love that fucking Scorpio temper.
Oh, I'm looking at Russia's chart. So I was like in astrology land.
That's probably a good thing. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that.
Amplified power and influences, economic transformation, excess, expansion of control. Manifest as a nation of or a leader seeking to expand his influence through strategic or manipulative means. Interesting.
You know, I'm just gonna say this. I really wish. No, I'm not gonna wish for it because I actually don't want to. But I would love to be able to see the look on these people's faces when they hear what I just got done saying. They have no idea what I've been through since they exited my life. If they did,
Oops, sorry.
that was
I'm looking at Russia.
I was kind of digging that.
I'm looking at Russia. Russia's chart doesn't look bad. I think it's going to be okay. I think things are going to work out. I think it's just a little strategic right now.
Let's give it some time.
Look at
Mr. T wants peace. That is also what I would like. Just saying, peace. Okay. You quit throwing your bombs. I'll quit catching them and returning them. I'll even quit adding to them. Just saying, because you don't like that healing that I put in them.
Let's look at, oh,
Jan was jamming too.
I'm looking at Zelensky's chart. Let's see what's going on with that. The little
The weasel.
I mean, you see him on TV. Here he is in front of people in the world. I mean, the dude is just like, really?
Okay.
Stop it.
Ronald Reagan was an actor who became president, and he did good things for our country. Zelensky was an actor who became, and he's done bad things to their country. Homework. Again, homework.
Puppet. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Metallica master of puppets.
Pluto is right now. Pluto is sitting on his natal sun. Whoopsie. Pluto is opposing his Mars. Whoops.
Oops.
Wow. Holy cow. Whoops. Uh-oh. This chart doesn't look good. Doesn't look proper at all. Whoops.
See what I'm saying? We got Putin. He's got a good chart. We got Zelensky. He ain't got a good chart.
I'll put that chart down.
Yeah,
Uranus or Pluto sitting on his sun.
There's some shit going to happen. Just saying.
At the 8th house.
Like I said earlier, we are in the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde affects those people as well. Just saying. And there are some planets up there stirring up some karma, either positive if you've been a good person, or very negative if you have not been a good person. So we just got to let their karma train roll down their tracks.
Speaking of that, let's look at his Saturn.
Saturn. Yes, karma.
It's Saturn's headed back into his 10th house, which is the house of leadership. So the train is headed back. Train's headed back to the station. Uh-oh.
It's backing up. So he may not have leadership for much longer. Yes, Jan. Toot, toot.
Wow. Uranus is hitting his 12th house. Secret enemies. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's getting ready to square his natal Saturn. He's no.
Squares ain't a good thing. Chugga chugga toot toot.
I don't like. Uh-oh. He's getting ready to hit the train. The train's getting ready to. Pluto's sitting on your sun like that. I think whatever's happening there, it's something's going to happen.
Well, again, the people of Ukraine ain't happy either.
Well, he should have said okay to the peace deal when it was offered to him.
Yes,
and he walked away. He walked. Yeah. He said, he acted like an ass.
Yeah, yeah, and then he threw more bombs out too.
Yeah, I've been watching that country for decades. It is one of the where people drive traffic. The traffic is bad. It's been like that for decades.
Yeah,
it's been a hub for decades. Decades.
Now the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Not traffic.
No,
Traffic.
other stuff. So funny, when it shut down, all of a sudden, there's 300,000 kids missing here.
And they are finding them.
They're up to 10,000 right now that they have found.
Yeah, I am proud of that fact.
Oh my goodness. I know.
I am proud of that fact.
I can quit screaming. They're getting them. They know where they're at.
And a lot of them, well, the one in Colorado where they raided the two pot farms, there were 10 underage kids.
So that was California.
California, okay. Wherever it was,
yeah.
There were like at least 10 underage kids working in these farms. That's like slave labor.
And guess who else was with them? A child M was with them.
Yeah, and in Nebraska, they found one of the head leaders of MS-13.
Yeah.
That's where I live, people, in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Less than 2 hours away from me was one of the heads of the MS-13 in Omaha. Omaha.
Yep.
I live in Wymore. I can get to Omaha in an hour and a half.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of them. They got to go.
Yeah.
Got to go.
You know those little people? Yeah, trafficking.
It's a hub. That in is it Thailand? There's a place over in the east, Far East. I mean, they're all
There's so much we don't even know about.
I know. We'll find out. It's gonna take a while, but
when one hub gets busted, people are going to talk. That leads to another hub getting busted. People are going to talk. That leads to another hub getting busted.
Yes.
People are going to talk. So as he is bringing in all of these illegals, some of them are talking.
They're all, they all are.
Okay. Some Gemini, communication, talk.
They're not shutting up.
So we're going to get more information. They're going to get more information, but it takes time to build cases. It takes a lot of time to build a case. Correct, Joni?
Correct.
You work for
correct
law enforcement for
well, I mean, a
courthouse.
And trials take a long. Before I went to the government, work for the government, I worked in the private sector, and to put together just trial notebooks would take. I mean, they take time.
Well,
I know.
Lisa, I wondered. I mean, you look at Grand Island, you look at Norfolk, Omaha, Lincoln. You walk into the mall in Lincoln, and half of the people in there don't speak English. Half of them.
Really?
Yes. Yes. You have people from all over the world in those malls, and you hear so many different languages. It's crazy to the point where if you hear somebody speaking English, it's like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't know a lot of people.
Well, just take it easy until the end of August. We'll see in 2 weeks I'll look all through August, but it's fire like July.
Jan can tell you she lives in New Mexico.
Oh yeah, she lives right on the border.
Las Cruces, I believe.
She's on the border.
She's seen people running.
God, we watched it, Jan. We were talking about it. We watched videos. We where was the outrage then when the poor people on the border were just getting crushed?
You wonder where the measles is coming from?
The hospitals were overrun. I mean, come on.
South of the border. South of the border. That's these people coming in are bringing it. Okay. Because the United States eliminated. Now, all of a sudden, here it is again. Okay.
I know.
All of a sudden, here's the Black Plague again.
Right.
Guess where it came from. From that B administration flooding our country with illegals, in my opinion, in order to get votes.
and stopped DNA testing of children on the
Yes.
border. And I'm going to
Yes.
say it every time I'm on a show because they did.
Yes. Hey, Sierra.
They did. So
Now, we need to look at one thing. The voting demographics are going to change. Okay. So you have a city, state, whatever. They take a census. Okay. You have so many United States citizens living in that community. Well, a lot of those people were posing as United States citizens using United States citizens stolen credentials.
Yep.
So that added to that information. Now you remove these illegals, send them home, they are no longer there. So I bet they will be doing a new census very soon once they get the illegals rounded up and sent home. And that is going to affect how many votes each state gets.
Well, yeah, and it's affected because they cut off all those Social Security numbers. They're not valid.
Yes.
There were millions.
Millions. One more time. Millions. Yeah, she lives within 100 miles of the border.
Yep.
Hey, Casey, how you doing, buddy?
Hi,
I hope you're having a good day, man. I hope you're having a good day, brother.
Well, honey, I'm going to get off of here. It's time for me to go. So
yeah, I got some things I got to be taken care of before I head to bed.
I do too, but be calm. Just don't listen to anything while this stuff is going. I'd give it another week and a half, and then maybe clarity will show up. But for now, believe nothing. Believe zero, because it's all delusional. It's all a delusion right now.
At the very least, do your homework and be patient.
Because it doesn't take much to look things up. You look like you said, you research, do your research.
Yes. Homework. Not only about what's going on around you, what's going on within you.
You know what? That's another thing, Jan. That having it so wide open, it was inhumane what was going on. Like you said.
These women are getting raped by their coyotes
repeatedly. Panty trees. I mean, come on. It was inhumane.
They're getting shoved into panels of car trailers with the heat. I mean, it is inhumane.
It is very inhumane what has happened here.
And a lot of times they're finding just huge deposits of clothes and shoes out in the desert.
Well, you know what? This country tried. People tried, and they were censored when they tried to talk. I mean, it's not that people didn't try to talk about it. It was a sin.
You know, in my job, I have to check IDs, tell my house. Can't speak. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. You know, I was sitting out in the parking lot on break the other day at work. All right. See you later, girl. Thank you.
Bye, please.
These two people came walking up to talk to the human relations guy, the HR guy. And they were using their phone to Google Translate. They couldn't speak a lick of English. But they had Nebraska plates. Okay, on one hand, if you came here legally, fine. Cool. But I had a really good feeling that they didn't, and I'm usually spot on my intuition. Assimilate. If I moved to Russia, I would need to assimilate to the Russian culture. I would need to learn their language and their habits.
You have to learn their language, or you're not. If you don't speak, you're not allowed in the country.
Yeah, try moving to Canada and becoming a citizen. Try moving to Mexico and becoming a citizen.
No.
Cross those borders illegally and see what happens to you.
Do it in China. See what happens. It's common sense. It's left the building. It's Neptune. It's delusional.
They don't teach common sense anymore. They
No,
don't
it's
teach it in school. The parents don't teach it. It's not taught. Kids aren't parented. Kids aren't schooled. If they are, they're schooled in the wrong way. And that's about to change.
Yep, that's changing. It's all. So, well, honey, have a great couple of weeks, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
I know it's terrible. Have a great couple of weeks, and everybody hang tough. We're almost there. It's almost over. We're almost there. We're getting there.
Yeah, but then the eclipses are going to start. Son of a.
They're wild too. Virgo Pisces. They're all in Virgo Pisces. Oh boy. I know. Oh boy. Oh freaking boy.
2025. It's going to be our year.
Oh, I know. Whoops. I said that every year because I thought it would get. Well, it's just crazy. But this is positive. You got to remember these are good aspects. It's just change.
Yes.
Chaos. It's just change. Change is tough for everybody. Nobody likes change. It's for the good.
We don't like it when it's happening.
Right.
Okay. Scorpio, Aries, Sag. I do not like change.
No.
At the time.
Yeah.
But I can see after the change happens, which I fought.
Right.
I am now in a better place, and I am thankful for that change. And that's something you just have to have patience for.
Patience and no fear.
You have to
have your faith. Pull on your faith.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine. No fear. And don't listen to it. Don't listen to the fear.
Not only from what's going on around you, from what's going on within you.
Right. Because people that don't understand what's going on, they're living in fear. And then that, just don't allow that energy to bother your energy.
Yeah. Yeah, Jan, yes, I drank out of the hose too, but we had enough smarts to let the water run until it was cold.
Yeah.
Then all the water that was sitting in the hose was out of the hose.
Yeah, that hose water didn't hurt anybody.
We
all did it.
We were taught common sense.
I would do it now.
Yeah, but you let the water run until it's cold because that's new water coming through.
Right. We all did. So, well, have a good one. I'm off of here. Have a good one, everybody. Take it easy. Good night.
We will be back in a couple of weeks. And just go ahead and plug your Wednesday show. Never mind. She's going to be on Wednesday on her show. So. Yeah, exactly. And all that water in that rubber, okay, rubber's made from chemicals, so that gets in the water. When I water my flowers, I will let that water run out till it's cold. That way those chemicals are not in that water when I'm watering my plants or my garden. It's a thing. So on that note, I'm going to hop off of here and go investigate some things. Naughty. Jan, if you don't mind, I may give you a quick holler. There's some shit going down tonight. So on that note, thank you everybody for viewing. Thank you for the future viewers that will join later. And we appreciate you. There is a little thing up there in the corner. If you hit that, you can buy us a coffee or something if you want. Join us on Rumble and YouTube. And it's time to go. So, thank you all. You all have a good evening. Case and hangovers suck, but there's a reason why we get hangovers. So, you know, it's a thing. Something else I'm supposed to say. It's not coming through. Anyway, just be good people. Be good to yourself, especially. Especially be good to yourself. Good thoughts about yourself. Positive thoughts about yourself. It's going to help. So on that note, I'm going to go up here and hit a button. And we'll see you later.